So the goal of this short video is to think about what you're going to be doing when you create a project portfolio for your symposium. So our goal is to, first of all, think about why that's even important in the first place. So why do we want to keep a visual project portfolio, which will be a collection of photos and videos that are related to your symposium project? And also, in this video, I will kind of highlight some of the important things to keep in mind when you add a piece of media, either the photos or the videos, to the portfolio that you're going to create. So let's start off with why are we creating this collection of videos and or photos to begin with. So the very first reason is this portfolio is going to allow you to collect evidence of your progress. So regardless of if you're doing an investigation or you are doing an engineering project, you're gonna hopefully make some progress over the next couple of months. So things are gonna happen, and you really want to have a record of that. So the first thing that you're going to use this portfolio to is just to collect evidence of what you're actually doing when you're working on your project. Second of all, this portfolio will allow you to keep track of your progress. So let's say you're doing an engineering design project and you're trying to create something. You will undoubtedly go through multiple iterations of prototypes, so multiple versions of prototypes. And you'll end up with some sort of final prototype sometime this spring. But it will be really great for you to be able to have a record of each of your iterations along the way so you can kind of see the improvements that you have made. Kind of going along with that, as you collect evidence of your progress and you track your progress, you'll be able to go ahead and evaluate your progress. Sometimes we forget by the end of a project where we started from, and this visual record will let you see that. So you can see, hey, I actually really figured out a lot in this science investigation, or I really made a huge progress in the engineering design project that I was doing. And finally, this portfolio is just going to be an easy, convenient way for you to save and store visuals that you will eventually be using as you create a final symposium presentation for when you're going to present your work to others at Casey. So there are a couple must-dos in this portfolio. The first must-do is anytime you're adding a photo, you need to make sure it's really clear. So it shouldn't be fuzzy. It shouldn't be like a tiny little, picture of your engineering design project with a huge, big background. So you want to make sure it's clear, it's easy to understand what you're actually looking at. If you are inserting a video because you want to show something, then those videos should be pretty short. So you want to make them less than 30 seconds. And finally, it's really important for you to add a dated caption that describes also what it is you're looking at for every single photo and video. So let me just show you a really quick example of a entry that you can make into a portfolio. So I took a picture the other day of the Colors on the Move simulation that kids were doing in class. And let's say that this was just an engineering design project that I was working on. So I can see it's a nice clear photo. I don't have a lot of extra stuff in this photo. And if I look at the caption, I've got a date. So it was taken on January 25th. 2022, and I have a clear explanation of what it actually is that I'm looking at. So a student from Mayer's 5th period science class dips soap-covered Q-tip into food coloring. The blue plate also contains 60 milliliters of whole milk. So we're really clear about what's going on. It might be helpful for you to add labels. So I could have, instead of saying this was whole milk, I could have done an arrow saying whole milk, and I could have done an arrow saying food coloring. I decided for this particular picture, it made more sense to just write it out. But you are going to want to make sure, A, you have the date on every single photo or video that you include, and B, you have a really quick but clear explanation